Nema fireworks. Kako fireworks?
But I want to show fireworks.
I get the ano, tamo. The, как се каже? Spot na anong oras na? Kokosati. Ay mo. Kak ni Fe. Mak ni se utud. Mak ni se sat. Ade gotovo. Dosta. Pagladay. Wow! Chicken! That's so masarap. Christmas ball.
Mama. Mama, we want pizza.
Kutskik sa. Miss Linda, kutskik sa gotovo. Aha. Ali samo sa 30 minuta, onda odiš ti spat, može? Odi sa tata, Herbert. Može? Sa tata, tam. A mama daj sa tebe duda. Može? Ne, prihodi.
Usput, kraljica vam osobno želi čestitati.
O, pa stvarno to zaslužujem. Zahvaljujući meni košnica je sređena.
Bravo, Boskiću, bravo! Onda, u kakvom je stanju košnica?
U savršenom napisat ću to izvještaj.
Što je s tobom?
Zar ne vidiš znak? Dobila si dozvolu za letenje u pakoljicama.
Pa, dragi suče Boskiću, čini se da vaš prometni sustav nije tako savršen.
Vaše visočanstvo, siguran sam da nisu slijedili upute. Vidite, vaše visočanstvo, to je u stvari vrlo jednostavno. Na primjer, ovaj znak nam govori da dolazim na razgrišće. Pogledat ću desno i lijevo i prijeći. Ovaj znak govori da moram skrenuti, pa ću skrenuti i skrenuti i skrenuti. Oj, skretati. Ovaj znak mi govori da moram letjeti više, pa ću ga poštivati.
Pasir.
Ovaj...
Adina, turn off na that TV. You will not go later. You will not go later. You want to come later? Huh? Jukic yells. Bok. Said hello. Bok. Dobrodošli sa moj kanal. Ja dosvarano. Aha, ja sam jedi narančasta. Narančasta i sol. Kvak. Ima sol malo. I fina. Ja jela ruska. Ne, narančasta. Hvala i tebe. Sretna novi godina. Ode na sa tato spot. Ajde.
Mama.
Sige na. Ajde na. Koliko sati sad? Idemo posle u grad. Može?
I want to buy susu.
Može. Ali ti treba spat sad. Može? Turn off TV. I like to eat orange fruits with salt. Ja sam samo pričaj malo hrvatski, ali znam, razumijem, ali teško sa mene. Kako se kaže? Pričaj, znaš, ovoga. I only speak malo. Sa danas ja ide da kuhat gulaš sa ručak. Oh, da. We speak English. Moj mož pričaj engleski sa mene, i ja pričaj sa moj mož hrvatski. I moj, kaj bilo?
I want to go with the susu.
Koga?
Ovo je Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse.
Da.
Ko je Mickey Mouse? Ajde, odi na sa tato sobu. Turn off the TV. Ajde na. Ja isto. I took a video, but I didn't post it yet on my YouTube, so I will just put most later if I'm done to edit that video. I was helping to Deda earlier to cook that goulash, so I have a chance to take a video. Oh, hvala. Hvala. I'm from Philippines. I live here in Crazy at Anna Markovic. Bo dobar dan. Sretna novi godina. Aha, in Serbia. Oh, I heard that's in Serbia, Beograd. That's a beautiful place. I saw some videos of my Filipina friend. She was also.
Mama, dobiti duda.
Ne treba dodati, si prevelika.
Aj, treba duda.
Ne treba.
Aj, treba duda.
Reci bok. Reci bok. Say hi.
Ja sam.
Ne.
Mama just wants to show.
Hello, City. Hello.
Ja sam.
Okay. My chair.
Dobiti duda.
Find your duda. Gdje je tu stavi duda?
Na kuhinje.
Na kuhinje.
I'll go in the kuhinje.
Oh, I have it's at Stepan Babniet. How to say that? Babniet. Hello. Я мором извиня. Si Almuram da idi. Sestri. Aha! Čekaj samo malo, moj četiri. Pomoć sa mene. Laku noć! Paano ba?
Teren. Koje su udaljenosti u tim disciplinama streličarstva? U streličarstvu postoji neko...
Mama. Ela sa dori vrata. Vrata sa dori.
Da su Markovi.
Tako da ako pretražim primjerice jednu od frekventnih imenica u hrvatskom jeziku, biti s njime slavljuje u Beču i to posebnim egipatskim programom.
Deborah then chooses her favourite, and whichever designer loses helps the winner build the garden. The budget will be spent on materials, as Charlie, Lee and their trusty team of landscapers provide the labour for free. In Wigan, here we go.
Aha, okay.
Deborah's
Ciao.
her friend Francis to help choose the winning pitch. Go? Yeah.
Šta mama Riko? Riko mama. Odi spat. Ne, I want to watch TV. You go with Tata. Odi spat.
A zen feel to the garden. Good. Really looks good.
So Deborah, I've designed you a really
Sa dvori brata.
space. But what I've done is I've designed you a garden that's on an angle.
Lako na sa puso mama.
The most of the length of the garden.
You forgot. Ay,
And over towards the vista of the trees in the background.
Really, really good.
Lako noc.
Papa.
Pa.
See Charlie's vision of a city garden that's good for entertaining.
I've given you 2 seating areas, one outside the patio doors and one in the sunshine under this bespoke pergola.
That's nice too. That's what I was
Hello.
Porcelain paving, but I wanted quite
Ines.
a modern feel to it.
Binsik.
So going for island
Bok.
building in a modern way.
Dobar dan. Sretna godina.
And then to contrast to that modern porcelain patio, we've got these feature rocks or boulders that are
Wala
craggy
kung
and
ano.
gnarled. And then they've got this pergola here with a screen on the back with some very geometric design on the back, circles. And if it was a bit sort of wet or there was a downpour, you'll be dry. So it's got a polycarbonate roof on the top, but underneath I'm going to make a feature of some bamboo poles.
Kabila.
And the other key feature in the garden is this dry riverbed with some craggy rocks.
Also a riverbed.
Yeah. And then this
Oh,
one
that's-
looks like lawn, but it's
that's
not.
so bad.
Cedar matting, so you won't have to know. Bulbs will come up.
Why?
If you want to plant crocus or
Why you
something,
go say that to me?
Yeah, that's good. Charlie was setting the bar high with 3 distinct zones. So, what can he counter with?
I'm going to be using this gorgeous dark grey paving stone to take you on a journey
That's that
down
onda.
the Zen garden. And as we walk down, we get to the custom pergola. And this is where you and your 6 amigos can kick back, relax and socialise.
Very nice.
And next to the pergola is going to be this custom stone monolith water feature.
Water feature.
So when you and 6 amigos sat into the pergola, you'll have this relaxing sound of water trickling over the stone. I've also placed 2 large boulders in the design, which will have the way to the back part of the garden. It also give you that
Ang
same
sama naman ng ugali naman neto. Mukha ka namang iring. Makapagmura naman to ka naman naman kusino. Malis ka dyan. Gusto mo murahin din kita? Ha? Balik ko sa'yo yung sinasabi mo. Kaso ma-restrict ako. Diba? Gagawang ka. Gago ka ba? Gusto mo murahin din kita ng pagmumura ng katulad ng minumura namin sa amin. Ha? I understand what you're saying, but back to you.
I like the cloud clips.
I do. It's one of my favourites.
And then we've got this water bowl underneath.
Baka gusto mo ng mura.
Sky up.
Kabago-bagong taon ay makapagmura naman ay alam mo kung sino. Magbago ka na, oy. Sama ng ugali neto. Yert Steve. Back to you.
Next to the burger, we've got this raised bed. And then we feel that just a sample of really soft, delicate, herbaceous perennials. So we also want to make use of that beautiful
Sama ng ugali.
behind your garden. So I'm using three
Papakulam kita eh.
to help put the two together. So by the time the garden's in, you won't know where it begins or finishes.
I like the trees in the back. I know, they're gorgeous. They look really prominent together against the water.
Ka naman nagmumura, di ka naman inaano.
Run down Deborah's green garden, providing nearly everything she asked for. But there's one vital element they want to include.
So I've created this focal point with this memory tree down here. Going for a cherry tree, lovely blossom in the spring. And to contrast to it, it's going to highlight it by setting it up on this mounded area here.
It's on a mound. It's on a mound.
I know you wanted a flowering cherry to remember loved ones, so I put that centre stage in the middle of the garden. That's going to be the focal point. It's going to draw you from indoors, outside.
We've both got the memory tree, so that's going to make it even harder.
So quite a simple garden, very low maintenance, with a zen feel and very simple, elegant planting.
Joe, this is going to be so hard to decide. Can't believe it. Yeah. With that,
Hopefully, this is going to be your forever garden, if you pick mine.
the pitches are over. It's going to be really hard. I've got a lot of decisions. We've got a lot of decisions.
Tignan nga natin yan siya. Report natin.
It's time to pick the winner. I'm still thinking. So, will Deborah choose Charlie's Estates with 2 patios, a covered pergola, and a Japanese-inspired dry riverbed? That feature on Charlie's, I think it's it's very unusual. I've not seen it before. Or Lee's 45-degree angle design with a bold water feature, another pergola, and a happy hour garden gong. I love the gong. I know that seems quite bizarre, but there you go. But that's me all over. Well, we've got to decide. Yeah, so go away, think about it.
Deborah's come back to us.
Oh, what is she going to pick?
Go on then, press that button.
Hi Lee, hi Charlie.
Hiya.
We've deliberated for,
Yes.
we liked Lee's monolith. You loved that, didn't you?
Yeah,
With
you like the gong.
water. I loved the gong.
Gong?
But what about the dry riverbed?
Dry riverbed, yeah. She looks like she's in a dilemma.
We made a decision.
Yeah, we have.
So we've got to stick to it.
We have. Here it comes. It's Charlie.
Oh, well done. A worthy winner.
Di man mag-view.
Nail on the head.
Yeah, every aspect of the brief. Well, it's got more than I asked for. It's kind of drawing me in. Can't wait.
I have to say though, I think that was really, really close.
I think it was that dry
Crafty
riverbed that you gave her. It really brings those memories of Japan, Zen, and super maintenance.
In Wigan, the landscaping team.
Di na lang natin to. Di na lang natin to awayin kasi kawawa naman yung ano niya. Channel. 12 subscriber.
Jolly good. For Deborah,
Alan, Andy, we have a lovely porcelain patio to go with.
Karakak.
Long planks. create
Taka ra na siya
stepping stones
mura-mura.
going down to the
Kala ko naman
second
kung sino.
porcelain paving area. So you two quite a bit to do, but Andy, we do have the digger on this bill.
You got a digger?
We have, yeah.
Kala mo naman hindi ko naintindihan yung sinasabi niya. I understand what he's saying,
And
but
also, this area here will be mounded up for a beautiful feature tree going in.
Yeah.
Lee,
Yoy,
this
ludi,
on the
ludi,
outside
ludi.
of this paving area here. We have a bespoke screen on the back, and then we have a polycarbonated roof on top.
Sama na mo,
Let's
guys.
do it.
Alright.
Once the patio is lifted,
Alright.
Lee and Jamie
This
waste no time
channel.
and go straight on with the pergola in the far corner of the garden.
A shout out.
The bespoke frame cost
I didn't do
£170, but brings
nista
uniqueness
sa
to the structure.
to him or to her. I don't know why he's saying that kind of bad words, but okay.
Work has also begun on one of the
Look.
two patios. The porcelain painter set the budget back £1,150.
Andy's doing a fantastic job. He's cleared all the grass. Alan's getting the paving in very quickly. He made a mess. I've seen you turn the soil over. Oh, Charlie's gonna love that. And that's the start of the mount just there.
Gago lang. Huwag tayo magmura ngayon.
Well, me and Jamie's cracking on with the outside of the pergola. Go there, that go here, and then it fans out into this section here.
Di man lagi. Mura na iya ang ano. Haba naman para na. Hinaka natin to. Report nga natin. Check.
Now the screen's in, the next job is to build the roof.
We'll make it in one piece, then put it into the garden so I know exactly where the posts are going to go. We've got another piece to put in here. The polycarb sheet will be fastened onto this. We should have enough bodies here. I know we're not
Huwag na lang. Kaya na lang natin siya.
Lightweight polycarbonate sheets are waterproof and durable, but costly at around £250. And
Bahala
the
kayo.
delivery of another key element.
My point is a little slippy.
Why?
These rocks will form the basis for the dry
Hide nga natin.
Luckily, they're no match for Andy and his digger.
Diyan natin. Hide natin yung kanyang ano, sinasabi.
All in place. We'll clean them up, clean these two up, and we can use them about a bit easier. But if we didn't have a digger, we wouldn't have been able to do that.
Ano ba ito?
Perfect. Thank you.
Automatic na pala ito.
Although the landscapers are forging ahead, many hands make the light work.
Remove natin. Hello! Natasha, Jesus is King. Jesus is King.
Right, what I would love you to do is concentrate on this area here. Okay. So at the moment, it doesn't look much like a pergola. There's something missing.
Let's see what that is.
The roof. so roof. But the other thing was, Debbie really wanted
Nira dito kahito. Hindi ma-enter
so she
nito.
sit out sunshine or rain or snow with her amigos. Lovely. So I want you to make that a great space for her and her friends to sit, no matter what the weather. It looks pretty and it's practical. Pretty and practical we're going for.
Okay, well,
Ang dami naman nila.
I know we need to find another Lee to help with this cleanup.
Okay, so Lee concentrating together, and I'm going to be on the dry river. So my first job is going to be all about the rocks and the cobbles and the pebbles and placement, then the plants. So I know the right hand man for that. Oh, and that'll be you, Andy. Yeah. Right, rocks. I'll call that rocks.
Japanese Zen garden gardens are traditionally minimalist dry landscapes, comprising of lots of stone, gravel and rock, and often include structures like pergolas.
At Natasha, I'm from Philippines but living here in Croatia.
But I want it to look like a dry riverbed.
Buya,
So what we're doing
Buyana,
is out the shape, but now we're going to cut some ledges in to put
nisam
some
razumeš
outcrops
šta je
of
to.
big rocks. But we need to cut those ledges first before we put down the weed support matting.
Di... Oh, puno-puno. Okay, it's okay. Happy New Year. Be good.
Looking rather dark and moody, that Charlie.
Don't say bad words. I'm a good person.
Roots that are in the soil coming up through it and swamping the planting or the gravel. And then once it's down, peg it with some pegs. If you don't peg it really
Be good
well
people.
on an area that you're walking over, like a
It's
gravel area, you'll find that this matting will
2026
work its way
already.
up through the gravel. But in actual fact,
Don't
then
be
you
so
won't be
rude.
walking over this area, so there shouldn't be a weed in sight.
The matting isn't infallible. It stops weeds growing up, but if seeds grow onto it, it can germinate and puncture the fabric. So it's worth keeping an eye out for unwanted seedlings.
It's just U-shaped, galvanized pegs.
I just want to say
Ones with big head on them, but these ones are not.
Happy New Year to everyone.
Peg it down.
That's all.
Just hold it in position. Put it sliding away. And then we'll have some gravel on top, and then we'll use the cobbles to sort of create a sort of swirly movement in the dry riverbed.
People.
Bit of zen to Debbie's patio in the back corner, under that pergola. And I've found these offcuts of timber, and I've had an idea. I've got this slate tile, and it reminds me of the paving in Debbie's garden that Charlie
Review.
It's got this hit and miss pattern. So what I thought is that I could make a small table which would allow Debbie and her amigos to put their drinks on and sit under that pergola. But by using this slate, I'm thinking of maybe drilling a hole in it to create an incense burner, so that when Debbie's on her own, she can invoke all the smells and feels that Zen gardens if she's on holiday, somewhere like Japan or in Thailand. So I need to get out my tape measure and measure up these offcuts.
Offcuts can be bought online or from timber merchants, and they're usually cheap.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So, for small DIY projects, it's worth doing some research to snag a deal.
I'm taking these that are going to be the legs, and I've countersunk these 2 pilot holes for these decking screws. And these are then going to screw together into this brace here.
Sino ba to?
Start to see one of the corners of the table taking shape.
Sealing the timber is key to its longevity, so a couple of drops of wax, oil or paint
Kids.
is essential.
Kids don't know how to do type, so it's okay.
And it's black. I'm thinking I might use it on this lovely Zen table just to tie into the garden. However, black is a really unforgiving shade of colour in the garden. What I don't want to do is to paint this all black and just turn into a bit of a blob, a void. So I'm going to thin down the paint to give it a thinner consistency. And what I love is almost like an aged, distressed, charcoaly grey black colour. I think this one makes
Dobrodošli to môj kanál.
also to Charlie's design, and I've got a winner. First touch is going to be my incense hole, and that's the tile that I took the inspiration from. So, with my drill here, I just need to drill a very small hole into the slate where the incense can sit, and when it burns, the ash will fall onto here and at the centre.
Legit.
Right, see if it works. There we go. It's going to be a really nice touch. And Deborah can light that incense, drift away somewhere exotic. That's exciting bit.
Well, key actually. So
It's time to unload a cornucopia of greenery. Charlie spent around £1,700 at the
choices, choices,
So many choices now.
On shrubs, hardy perennials, and 4 feature trees to bring her Zen design to life.
Right, we're
Bahala kayo
taking
dyan.
this
So we take
slowly.
slowly.
And one of these specimens is destined for the mound by the dry river bed.
I can't see anything.
It's the memory tree, but Charlie last minute has changed her design.
Beauty. Originally, on the mound, I had the cherry tree. But the cherry tree, although it's lovely, is not as lovely a specimen as this styrax. So I think this styrax is going to go on the mound.
I'm guessing you want us to lift it in.
Hey,
You're not messing around with us.
That's it.
As it's already mature, the magnificent 3-meter-high storax
Every time I eat orange, I peel this skin
Perfect.
like that.
Right, do you want to just have that just
I don't like to
gently
eat
dripping
that.
on there then? When you're planting mature trees like this,
Like
it's
that.
really important that they're well watered.
And then
and
this
it's gonna be a
I
case of just
dip
letting
in the
hose
salt.
drip and slowly seep onto
I like
the
to eat
root ball so that the moisture gets
this
right
orange
in
with salt.
to the root ball,
Like-
and then the roots will creep out into the soil. So this is going to give Denny the summer colour. So it has these clusters of flowers that hang down. So it's one of those trees that when you look up, you see all the blossom. And they're pure white flowers with these yellow anthers. And the scent is gorgeous. So you get that lovely scent. And what I really like about this tree is it's got a really nice habit to it. It's quite open and loose. And it just sort of goes out almost as a broad tree. So it picks up the oak trees out there. That's it, and maybe spin it.
The other 3 feature trees also have an important role to play.
Oh, look there, great. So that's my 4 trees in position. Because it's a Zen garden, I wanted there to be interest from the trees throughout the year. So we've got spring with the cherry tree, we've got summer with the snowbell tree, because it flowers late spring, early summer. We've got
What the
autumn colour with the maple, and then we've got winter interest with the evergreen cloud-clipped ilex. So it's always changing and developing. So I'm getting quite excited about this garden.
Right, chaps, time to get this room for the garden. Steady on. Right, straight up.
I hear noise. Landscapers arriving, and oh my, that's a very big roof. That or it's an alien ship. What's the Michael?
The maximum height for a pergola is 2.5 metres if it's within 2 metres of the boundary.
Well, that was hard work. I'm exhausted now.
But it's always worth checking first with your local planning office, especially in a conservation area or if your property is listed.
There we go. Look at that.
So that's Charlie's custom roof on. It just needs screwing in. Time to grab a box of screws.
Coming together. Pergola is on the last bit of the pergola of the construction. It's got to put the facing on and also the bamboo screening on it. Got the trees in position. Still got to plant my cloud-clipped ilex yet, but this area here is basically finished. Al's putting down the last couple of stepping stones. The dry riverbed doesn't look like a dry riverbed yet, but it'll come together really quickly. So I'm just going to get in a layer of gravel first, and then use the pebbles and the rocks to give it its movement and shape.
Another trick to help create a natural look is to use some of the rocks and pebbles to form an entrance at one end.
Where's my rock gone?
You might be over here, Charlie.
What are you up to?
This is where the water's going to pour out of in the winter.
Okay, alright, I'm quite liking that. I'll let you off.
I've already put a fern in, so
You and your fern.
I love it. I love it.
And that looks really pretty, actually. Very
Bohok.
So we're getting there, aren't we? We're definitely getting there.
Kamarin ko
Charlie's asked me
tulo.
to prettify under that pergola. We've got these bamboo canes here.
Share ni sana.
I'm thinking is, if I split them lengthwise. They'll then create these two bits of bamboo that can then be used as thick rafters under the pergola, which will help bring that feeling of zen to the garden and also add a bit more detail to the beautiful pergola.
Sernisen. Black sand. Hello.
Aha, there we go. These are going to become the rafters.
I was in your channel. Do I need to subscribe?
What I really like about these bamboos is that they mirror the pages that Charlie's using as stepping stones. So the whole thing's coming together. It's a really nice design touch. And Charlie to design it, they're all kids.
To further enhance
It's
the
it.
neutral look, Charlie's mounded up one side of the riverbed and is using cedar matting for a more informal feel.
Sino naman?
So this is normally used on green
Let's
roofs,
view
things like that, but I'm
the
using it
channel.
instead of turf. Now I put down the weed suppressant
Nema.
matting. That will stop any of the
This
weeds
one.
roots coming up through it, so it won't get swamped out by
Okay.
other plants. And I'm mixing up on the top a little bit of sterilised soil with some gritty sand so that it's free draining, but the roots will still get moisture.
Cedar matting's not cheap at around £25 per square metre, but it brings texture and colour to the garden and saves on mowing.
They're succulents basically. If you look at the leaves, they're big fleshy leaves, so they hold on to moisture. That means that they can tolerate getting really, really dry. So that's why they're so good on top of a roof or on top of a shed roof or something like that. So here, I just need to make sure that it's not too wet. But it's lovely because you've got, one, it's very textured, but also you've got these lovely colours, sort of light greens, pinks. There's various different ones in here, and you will get some little white flowers on it, but they're only that high, and the actual sedum doesn't get much taller than that. So it won't drown out the planting around it, and it will just accentuate this mound area.
Zen gardens are tranquil places. The planting's minimal and usually consists of evergreens, shrubs and ferns, so Charlie's honouring the tradition.
She's actually picked some of my favourite all-time chilled out plants. And in this part of the garden, it's where Deborah's going to come outside and relax and socialise. So we've got some really amazing shrub specimens like this old-fashioned lace cap hydrangea. And that's then married up with the beautiful Astilbe's here, also known as the false goat's beard. And both of these plants love shade, but the white from this mixed up with the white from the hydrangea. This is going to be like the perfect springtime area, so it's right up my street.
Malokissimo.
Now, this sort of plant down here, it's lily of the valley, Candelaria Magellis. It's got a bit of a bad reputation because it can take over. The reason why Charlie's picked it for this part of the garden is it's going to fill all the gaps. Now, the other thing with lily of the valley is it's not actually a lily, it's going to be a asparagus family. But it has these gorgeous tiny white flowers that erupt in March, only for 4 weeks, through to April, and then they drop off. But you're left with this foliage, and it's really pretty. So although it can be a bit of a thug in the wrong place, in a shady position like under this pergola, it's going to have to sort of strive for resources, it's going to work really well here, because it will spread over time over the next couple of years, and form this dense mat of greenery.
Lifetime naman. Gawin lang natin muna ng 1 hour.
Promised
1 hour.
a cloud clip tree, which got a
1 hour live.
Japanese oriental feel, having them in the garden. It instantly says a Zen garden. But they're not cheap. They are expensive because they take time to grow and create. So you're paying for the nurseries to grow them on and clip them into these beautiful shapes. Now you can actually cloud clip quite a lot of different plants. Tends to be evergreens, nearly always. Look for things that have got small leaves. So this is Ilex crenata, which is known as Japanese holly or boxwood holly, because it looks just like boxwood. The great thing about them about June time, and you just snip off the extension growths to get them and keep them in shape. So this one was an absolute bargain. It was £150. Originally, we was looking at one that was a little bit taller, only about a foot taller, £450. So that was a large bit of the planting budget. So I'm really glad. So it is worth just looking around different garden centres and just going and just looking on the lookout. But if you really want to have a go at cloud clipping and you don't want to splash out the money, then you can do it yourself. Go to the garden centre.
Hello, 6
and
million.
go to the reduced area. So I found
Добро
this
дошли
one
на мой
at
канал.
7.99.
3 million.
And
3 likes.
there's no reason why you couldn't clip that into a cloud clipped shrub. What you first of all do when you're looking at them, look for ones that are a bit of an odd shape. You look at this, there's lots of branches that are all a bit crossed and that. That's ideal for cloud clipping.
Please subscribe to
Then
my
what you do is
channel.
take out all the very small stuff, so you're just left with, say, 5 main branches. So you basically end up with
Please
like
subscribe to my
full
channel.
stems. Now you get some canes and stake them so that
And
these are spread apart, and then these bits
please
you just
click
snip
the button like.
2 or 3 times over the next 2 or 3 years, and they'll thicken up and they'll be little round balls of foliage. Then that's the start of your cloud clipped ilex for £7.99. Much cheaper than £150.
Here we have a really lovely
Asa na pala yun?
It's hydrangea.
Hindi namigay.
It's
Oh.
hydrangea. That's the funny art. Otherwise known as the lace cap hydrangea. These tiny little flowers in the centre of these petals. Now people often get a little bit nervous with hydrangeas because they think they're a bit boring or they're difficult to prune, and they're neither. Because hydrangeas will flower profusely in spring, especially if they've got a bit of dappled shade. And when it comes to pruning, the key is for pruning late spring. So if you don't prune, all these flower heads from last year will dry up, and they will then prevent and slow down the rest of the growth. So in late spring, all you need to do is to cut off the dead flower heads back to the next set of buds. And as a good rule of thumb, every 2 to 3 years you need to fill it by about a third, and that will just keep it as an open airy structure. Because if not, it will get really dense and congested, and you'll get a bit of a poor show. But the white flowers are going to really bring a sense of calm and tranquility for Debbie in this part of the garden. And if she wants, she can also cut the flowers off when they're in bloom, put them in the garden side, carry on that tranquil feeling.
Debbie is so excited about this garden and her amigos, all her friends, that she has been doing a bit of shopping online. And I say a bit, a lot. So we've got this lovely Buddha. I know exactly where that's going. We've got some nice finishing touches, figurines, and also a very zen.
Konobar mora biti kao ja I Goran.
Brz. Ne
Pa je,
smije biti pod
večera sa
pritiskom.
5.
Morate biti samo kao mi, bit ćete uspješni u svom poslu. Znači, veseli, vedri, sa svima pričati, zafrkavat se.
Ja uvijek sam smatrao I znao sam to reći da je konobar u biti
Večera sa 5.
koji predstavlja kuću u kojoj neko dolazi.
Bakša je jedna od pozitivnih stvari konobarskog posla, a koje su negativne?
Cijelo vrijeme sam na nogama, rad sa raznim ljudima.
Domać.
U današnje vrijeme I rad, znači, ok, sam je, ne mogu sam ništa što mi je stvarno ok za raditi, ali na sezonama, da se vratimo na sezone, sa, znači, neadekvatnim kolegama, znači, koji ne znaju raditi.
Negativne stvari konobarskog posla su da se radi do kasno I da ponekad, pogotovo vikendom, nemaš određeno radno vrijeme.
Dakle, za taj posao trebaju dobri živci, je li tako?
Pa da, moraš biti rak.
Psihički stabilan.
Da. A moraš imati neki ispušni ventil, to je to.
Moj ispušni ventil od poslovnih I privatnih I bilo kakvih briga je odlazak u džim ili to veslanje.
s kojim se bavim, tako da sport uglavnom.
Ja sebi pustim muziku, to mene pusti i to.
Koji je tvoj ispušni ventil?
Pa trčanje. Trčanje i to je to. I djece, to sve do djece nije bilo, onda je bilo trčanje.
Meni ne može biti moj ispušni ventil. Moj ipak je planinarenje sa djetetom.
Koliko kilometara se mora pretrčati da bi čovjek u glavi bio stabilan?
Kako si? Kakav ti je bio dan? Nekad je 2 km,
Kako je
nekad je
to?
22.
Guloš. A ne.
Moja procjena je 18.
2 kilometra je dovoljno da se osjećate super. Po meni bi trebalo istrčati jedno, 3,5 kilometra.
Po meni je dovoljno 5 do 10 km. Postoji kombinacija špikane teletine i sa suhim šljivama, ali ti se danas nisi za to odlučio.
Nisam se odlučio na to jer to je malo... Znači, a ne voli to svako. Jeste. Bolje mir.
Pa ja bi baš voljela da domaćin raskira. Da proba to jelo. Više nego. Ja ne bi. Ja ne bi. Večeras bi voljela da Goran riskira. Sigurno je da ide ziheraški. Da sigurno. Ne želim ostati gladna.
Imam već jedno, znači jelo sam stavio, znači jedno isto što ne ide baš svako, tako da baš da stavim sva jela, možda prođe, možda ne, znači treba nešto staviti da je tradicionalno, mislim nije ni ovo tradicionalno, ali je drugčije.
Znači išao si na jedan ziheraški potez.
Pa nije ovo ziher isto, ali ko ne voli telefon, i špek i luk.
Meni nije bitno hoće li on ići na nešto sigurno ili će nešto isprobavati, zato što sam tip osobe koji voli probati nove stvari, a isto tako i volim procijeniti sigurne stvari.
Teletina ide na krumpir i onda?
I onda je zasipamo sa drugim, znači položit krug, stavimo sve malo.
Kada stavljamo šampinjone?
Šampinjone ćemo staviti pola sata prije nego što bude gotovo, jer ne bi baš bilo dobro da se oni tako dugo, znači njima ne treba toliko vremenski.
Što ćemo pripremati dok nam se teletina peče?
Pa ja mislim da bi bilo sljedeće na redu da krenemo sa predjelom.
Goran ga je nazvao kljunasti bik. Kakve veze ima bik s piletinom i predjelom uopće?
To je nekakav pomladak od Horusa i Minotaura.
Može biti piletina, pošto pile ima kljun, pa je povezano piletina, da.
A bik je to teletina, nešto tako, mislim, junetina, teletina. Nema šta sad tu, a sad koja kombinacija će toga biti, iskreno ne znam.
Pridruži se programu Donat Detox, jer je briga o probavi, briga za dobro očišćeno tijelo. Preodlikuj svoje navike za 21 dan. Podrži probavu i obnovi energiju. Donat Detox započinjemo 19. siječnja. Donat, pobrinite se za svoju probavu. Brinite o sebi.
Spremi se za ples desetljeća. 30. siječnja, Arena Zagreb. Od 19 sati postaje Eurodance Raj. Megadance Party, samo za pravi
Pinky Dance Party.
Ulaznice na Embryo.hr.
Vrijeme je nešto što svi zajedno dijelimo. Vrijeme koje provedemo s našim mališanima u čitanju, vrijeme koje vrijedi najviše na svijetu. Prijavite se na izazov 15 po 15. Čitajte djeci 15 dana po 15 minuta, te potaknite razvoj njihova govora, jezika i mašte. Znanstveno je dokazano da samo 15 minuta čitanja dnevno čini veliku razliku u dječjem razvoju. Izazov započinje 15. siječnja. Pridružite se.
Baka mapiyok kita yun. Totalno. Ne. Replay naman yan. Ang ganda oh. One na lang. Countdown. Ah, may countdown. Sì.
Rezultat karijere. Najduže vrijeme za sada. I pad. Svjetski skijaški kup. Ženski veleslalom i slalom. U subotu i nedjelju na drugom.
U prvoj epizodi serijala sasvim smo ubiti što ste napravili.
Ne volim preuveličavati.
Najuspješnija hrvatska sportašica. Sretna se da se razumije. O skromnim počecima.
Meni se stvarno imao fanski. Ja sam padala. Bilo je kao ideja da igram tenis.
O obitelji. Divse.
Svaka čast njemu za sve, ali bez mame.
Naravno. Prvim pobjedama. Znači, od dvije trke ti pobjedi sve razine.
Meni uspjeh ne čini čovjek.
Očekivanjima.
Ali ubiju ti ljudi volju s tim nekim stvarima. Daj pustite me ono da budem sretna s 8. mjestom.
Medaljama.
Ja bi sad moram da zastaviti. Znači mi se nije dalo. Tako se odgulim i vozim odlično.
I ozljedama. Što relativizirati, ali
I samo moraš prihvaćati to što ti dolazi.
neuspjeh prvaka. Janica Kostarić. U nedjelju u 20:15 na drugom.
What's up, John Woo? Treća epizoda. Kina, koja proizvodi robu visoke tehnologije, vodeća u umjetnoj inteligenciji, prva je u svijetu po proizvodnji automobila, robotika u funkciji medicine i fizikalne terapije, a organizacija posla na mnogim mjestima kao u Njemačkoj ili Švicarskoj.
Da, fam.
U ponedjeljak u 20:15 na prvom.
Ano ba ito? Top fun.
Zimske olimpijske igre u veljači na HRT-u.
Paano yun? Dosta.
Hvala ti što si mi pokazao da je pobjeda jednog uvijek interesuje. Hvala ti sporta.
Za sve što vam daje, održavamo dobru stranu sporta. Argeta. Žabac, najniže cijene u gradu. Vaš Žabac za uštedu jamac. Uvijek niske cijene. Žabac je trgovina za mene.
velike pogodnosti Kia Australian Open ponudi. Novi Kia modeli s bonusom do 4850 eura i zimskim gumama za 1 euro. Kia, najviše za vaš novac. ispune i ostvare, mi ćemo nastaviti sa drugim novogodišnjim tradicijama
Aj,
u
stego.
ovom druženju sa skijačima, skakačima na drugoj stanici njihove novogodišnje turneje, 4 skakaonice nakon početka 29. prosinca u Oberstdorfu, klasično na prvi dan nove godine smo u Garmisch-Partenkirchenu gdje, kao što vidite, i prekrasno vrijeme i već fina atmosfera koja će sigurno tijekom samog natjecanja postati još bolja, još atraktivnija, vjerujem i inspirativnija za skakače. Nekih podataka vezanih uz grosse olimpijšanse, odnosno veliku olimpijsku skakaonicu u Garmisch-Partenkirchenu, koja uobičajeno je druga stanica, samo par navrata je bio neko drugačiji raspored u predjelom izdanju 53. gdje se počelo u Garmisch-Partenkirchenu, pa se nastavilo u Oberstdorfu i izdanja je izvršno druga stanica Garmisch-Partenkirchenu treća. Sjetom se to da ih spomenemo natjecanje održalo ne 1. nego 2. siječnja, jer 1. siječnja bilo problema sa vremenskim prilikama. Da ne ureknem kako izgleda i kakve su neke prognoze, takvih problema danas ne očekujemo. A evo, na razne načine se pripremaju skakači uoči današnjeg natjecanja, gdje stvarno očekujemo da to ponovno bude vrlo zanimljivo. Od Oberstdorfa se zapravo nastavila dominacija obitelji Prec, dobili u jučerašnjim kvalifikacijama pobjedom bio najbolji, tako da će nastaviti kao posljednji, a u jučerašnjem natjecanju skakačica je njegova sestra Nika nastavila sa svojim uspjesima, pobijedila u ženskom natjecanju u Garmišu. Djevojke još u ovoj sezoni jer u turneju od iduće sezone će i one imati 4 stanice. Danas će djevojke u Oberstdorfu skakati nakon što skakači završe svoj posao ovdje u Garmišu. Tako je jučer već za vrijeme treninga bila izvrsna atmosfera, s obzirom da između trening serija skakača i njihovih kvalifikacija je održano i natjecanje u ženskoj konkurenciji. Ovo je trenutno stanje nakon jasno jedne skakaonice, nakon natjecanja u Oberstdorfu, gdje Prec nakon sjajne pobjede ima 17,5, slobodno reći velikih 17,5 bodova prednosti ispred svojeg prvog branitelja nastao pobjeda 4 skakaonice, Austrijanca Čopelinga. Nemac Hoffman na trećem mjestu, ovo što sada gledate je ukupni poredak u svjetskom kupu, jer jasno da se dela 4 natjecanja sa novogodišnje turneje, a u ukupnom zbroju svjetskog kupa je također Prec vodstva, tako da je ta pobjeda u Oberstdorfu
Još minut, dve minute.
Se vratio pobjedama prije par dana i službene osobe su tu prisutne, vidjeli ste i sudačku postavu i ovdje su sada deleganti i kontrolori svega. Vjerujem da ih nećemo danas puno spominjati, ako mi gledamo znači da su neki problemi sa vjetrom, a ovo su parovi, ovo je zapravo startna lista. Za one koji manje prate, razlika između novogodišnje turneje i svjetskog kupa je da ovdje imamo 25 parova, da se ide na eliminaciju, 25 pobjednika parova, plus 5 onih takozvanih lake luzera, odnosno onih koji izgube svoju eliminaciju, idu u drugu seriju, to je onih 30 koji onda nastupaju u drugoj seriji. Ima ovdje par zanimljivih stvari, svakako treba primijetiti od toga da sam drugi skakati Stefane Kraftjera, Austrijanac je bio tek 25 na treningu, pa već drugi par je poprilično zvučan i zanimljiv. Njemac Wellinger protiv Norvežanina Pedersena, onda isto tako imamo i jedan njemački dvoboj Geiger protiv Paškea. Domaći predstavnici i daći dodatnu zanimljivost. Prec, već sam rekao, kao prvi skače posljednji i ne bi trebao imati pretežan posao protiv švicarskog debitanta Kesselija. Filip Rajmund, još jedan od domaćih predstavnika koji je odradio dobar posao na prvoj stanici u Oberstdorfu. Jan Herl je završio kao četvrti. Tako da je on jako zadovoljan. Austrijanci sa petoricom među 10 najboljih, tako da je njihov izborni pitalac bio zadovoljan, posebno što forma većine njih, uključujući i Čoferinga, definitivno nije bila briljantna prije početka novogodišnje turneje, ali kao i obično, uvijek je ta priča kako je novogodišnja turneja na neki način
Gotovo, 1 sat.
Priča za sebe.
Još malo.
In 2026, so we have a full stadium, such a nice atmosphere, it is in really good shape. The conditions are pretty okay, so we will be ready to start in 2 seconds, okay? Very good.
Potvrde od strane Sandra Pertina, direktora natjecanja, da je sve u redu i da će uskoro spremni, odnosno da su svi uvijek ispunjeni da natjecanje krene na vrijeme, a i potvrda da rasprodane tribine, da je tu 25.000 gledatelja koji će zajedno sa svima uživati u ovom današnjem natjecanju. Slovenac Rok Oblak protiv Štefana Krafta, to je taj prvi dvoboj, s tim da će 24-godišnji Slovenac biti onaj koji će prvi skakati. Krećemo sa startne pozicije 15, jučer je tijekom treninga bilo više opcija, 13, 14, 15, 16, kombiniralo se, jučer na treningu, inače Embacher skočio novi rekord iz skakaonice, skokio 45,5 metara, pa kada to skočio, odmah se jako malo spuštalo i tako dalje, dok ovdje Rok Oblak odrađuje taj prvi skok, 124 metra za Slovenca. U Oberstdorfu je uspio ući u drugu rundu, na kraju završio na 27. mjestu. Petorica Slovenaca su inače danas u konkurenciji, 106,2 boda na kraju za slovenskog predstavnika, a austrijski navijači jasno s velikim nestrpljenjem čekaju Štefana Krafta, koji, kažem, jučer na treningu nije bio impresivan, skok od 123,5 metra, vidjeli ovdje bolje, zelena linija je oznaka onoga što je Oblak napravio. 124 metra su bila za Slovenca, taj kraće, ono nije dobro i sam priznao nakon treninga da jednostavno nije bio pravi, da to nije bio skok za kojeg on vjeruje da je sposoban i spreman ga ostvariti. Nažalost, kod njega i po Austrijance izgleda to posebno bolje biti ovdje uvjetno rečeno u pravom natjecanju. Da vidimo Krafta, 17,5, tu su sunci bili ujednačeni. Kraft, s obzirom da ima bolje ocjene u odnosu na Oblaka, se kvalificirao za drugu seriju. Wellinger protiv Pedersena, dvoboj koji sam najavio, Andreas Wellinger, koji je bio loš u Oberstdorfu, 48. na kraju, ali ajde u odnosu na
Žele, možda je to zamišljeno kao dekorativni tač.
Mogu bi malo gore na zeze. Ne zovemo to tako.
Malo, da svako kaže neku kritiku. Ja ću mu sigurno reći, ja neću misliti tako, ja ću mu izmisliti neku kritiku, samo da ga kritiziram.
To malo, da, izmislim nešto pa.
Baš me zanima kako će reagirati na to, kad mi kritike bacimo. Drugo je ovo nešto kao, glaka.
Apsolutno djelo ćemo svi isti glas baciti kritiku, tako da vidimo tako da stilta. Gore gdje živi? Pa je tu manje bandere.
Mislila smo ovdje kod Gorana i reći, nešto mi iščitio.
Osjetim ćevape i fina, znači nismo govorili.
A možda je baš to telefinalni, da je. Idemo van. Ajmo. Ćevapi ili telefinalni? Vidjet ćemo. Može
neće biti, ali zato je tu kljunasti pik za predjelom. Nakon njega gosti će kušati mesni vrt, a onda i kuglicu smrznutog ljeta. Ili jednu ili svako svoju. Još ćemo vidjeti. A dok ne dođe red na smrznuto ljeto, gosti će se malo ugrijati.
Goran,
Stigli mi?
stigli, jesi dobro?
Jesam ti?
Jesam?
Se odmorila?
Jesam, evo zvoni.
Hvala lijepa. Se dobro sa nekim desel?
Skoro.
Večer?
Evo večer.
Dobro?
Jesam. A ti? Domaćin aperitiv nas je lijepo dočekao s obzirom na to da sam ja došla prva do njega i prva ga pozdravila, činio mi se skroz ok bez trema.
Domaćin mi se na aperitive činio umoran, vjerojatno ga je kuhanje umorilo.
Pošto je vanje jako zima, treba da se malo zgrije s nekim aperitivom. Imamo znači mericu, višnjevac, jabukovaču i orahovac. Sve, može.
Ja ću jabukovaču.
Jabukovača, može.
Medica i mene medica.
Izbor aperitiva koji je domaćin ponudio je bio raznovrstan i dovoljan za svačiji ukus.
Hvala.
Ovaj dio Goran je očekivano dobro odradio.
Radujemo, pa ćemo se najesti.
A komentator kaže, živjeli domaćin i pohani sladoled.
Pozdrav čelo.
Medica je bila odlična, bila je domaća, baš se osjetio pravi domaći med, tako da je meni odlično sjela.
Sad kad smo završili s aperitivom, malo se zgrijali, ja predlažem unutra tamo je malo to.
Možemo šanje ako treba na sredo, pa. Možemo razvojiti. Hvala.
Hvala.
Gosti mogu krenuti na posao. Prvi na redu za kušenje je kljunasti lik. Iva, čekamo negativne komentare.
Dragi moji, da sam prijatelji polako, znači došli smo večeras kod mene na večeru i to je klip, došli ja sam bio, ja sam ne pripremio. Tako da, ja sam nešto pripremio, sad vi probajte da li će to biti u redu ili neće. Ne znam, stvarno nisam se dogovarati. Tako da, bit će ti pokusni punić.
Pa možda je trebalo probati jelo kad je kuhao, znači, jer svako ko kuha, uvijek moraš probati, naravno da vidiš kako bi okusa, da li je dobro, da li nije, treba šta dodati ili oduzeti.
Mislim da je Goran trebao probati svoje predjelo. Ja znam po sebi, kad ja kuham, onda uvijek se najdem prije nego što poslužim svojim gostima.
Pripremio sam ovako kljunatog bika, kljunak je piletina, a bik je bik. Tako da nije to cvijeće kad sam dekoracija.
Ja sam tipo na pomlad kao neko koru se minotaura, tako prvo što dobro. Izgled predjela je bio po meni fantastičan. Sve je bilo na svom mjestu i vidjelo se odmah da je riječ o dvije vrste predjela.
Ovo nam je aperitiv.
Da, da,
Češ nam objasniti kako se šta sa čim jede?
Pa ja sam već rekao, mi ćemo jedan. Jedan takav biftek je najbolj tost. Namažeš maslo zgore. Evo, dio. Sad se malo smanju taj tost.
Vjerujem da je Željka samo iskušavala Gorana, jer je ona već nekoliko navrata navela da je ona to već jela i prije.
Pa da, u tome smo se ovdje govorili da smo malo sprovocirali kao, pa malo smo tako nabacili možda zbog čisto zafrkance i niži drugo.
Goran uprosti, ja da jedem sirovo meso, ali probat ću ako mi ostane na tanjuru. Evo, kumate, četiri da prema. Ja sam zadovoljna što je Goran ponudio sirovo meso, bez obzira što ga ne jedem, uvijek sam spremna probati neke nove stvari.
A daj nam objasni postupak tog bifteka, kako si pripremio.
Znači, to ti mora biti svježe meso baš. Znači, ovdje se prvo reže na sitno, onda se gnječi sa virusom. Znači, da ga dobiješ, evo, da ti bude ovako šteta, što recimo, da bude ko pašteta. Ide ti unutra senf, žumanjci od jaja, ide ti sok, ide ti kapare, kisevi krasnici, idu te paprike, cisterone, to je znači radiš, ono, potom da se pola limona.
Nisam se
Nisam htio raditi da bude kod jako.
Ja čekam kumu da mi da. Da mi da na praš.
To je se prekrenuo u kumu.
Nisu da je ovo što sam probao.
Under me.
Da.
Evo što taj tu.
Sirovo meso mi je bilo odbojno iz razloga što me asociralo na mjesto za kobasice.
Dobro. Ti si stavio, da si konjaka stavio?
Nisam. Nek stavio konjak i nek stavio čak i inčune.
Da, to znam. A Worcester ili Tabasco nisi ispunio?
Svjež, znači isto papriku se stavio.
Da je domaći stavio Worcester u biftek, vjerovatno bi malo promijenio okus i jer tako ide po recepturi iz nekih drugih razloga, ali bez obzira na to stvarno bilo bi to.
Dobro, Worcester, čak nisam ni znao da je Worcester iskreno.
Evo.
Ili čak od vas stavio. Čak je jogurt odmah, čak je znači jogurt, čisto odrekne i majoneza, reći on to malo